Hi Amy! Today we're going to make raspberry ribbon cookies. These are a special cookie that you can use for the holidays or just any time, but they are so good. We're going to start with a cup of butter. Only real butter makes good cookies. To that we're going to add half a cup of sugar, 1 egg, and we're going to cream that together. We're creaming our butter and our sugar and our egg and vanilla, or our egg. We're going to add our vanilla. A teaspoon of vanilla. Then what we're going to do is we have a half a teaspoon of baking powder and we have a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And we're going to mix that with the 2 1/4 cups of flour and just let that stir in there gently. Until the dough all becomes well blended and firm. It'll kind of form a ball. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our batter. And we're going to shape that into 4 little logs. Okay, and we have a baking sheet with parchment paper on it. If you don't have parchment paper, you can just go ahead and use a baking sheet and just put on some spray. The dough is just pliable enough that you can shape it. We'll actually just put the logs this way. Then what we're going to do is we're actually going to spread your logs out and kind of make a groove in the middle of them, because that's where, after we bake them a few minutes, for 10 minutes, we're going to add the raspberry jam. Okay, so we're going to bake these at 350 degrees for about 10 minutes. Okay, we've cooked the cookies for 10 minutes, and then what we actually did was pulled them out, and then we put on a layer of seedless raspberry jam, and then we baked them for another 10 minutes. Now what we're going to do is just make a little glaze out of a cup of powdered sugar, about half a teaspoon of vanilla, and then a couple of teaspoons of milk. And after the cookies have had a chance to cool for a few minutes, what we're going to do is we're going to slice them. Okay, so the frosting's ready, just so it's a little bit thicker consistency to drizzle. Now what we're going to do is just cut slices, about 1 inch wide. And then just take your drizzle and kind of go back and forth over the top. And it just makes a mouth-watering, buttery cookie with a little hint of raspberry and vanilla.